Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Joseph. Completes the shuffle pass. Could not make his way to the corner. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
There's some room. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Joseph on the play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Right back to him on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Badgers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Rocco Beck. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State. Things did not go well in that loss last time out. He was picked off 3 times and sacked 5 times. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They feed him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the middle. It's gone. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Peoples. There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. He's loose. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it with James Peoples. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throwing Joseph. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver
What the
screen.
fuck?
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Again, it's Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match.
Snags it, and he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Back to pass, it's Beck. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Handoff for Peoples. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just...
Here's a little room there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The option look. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's back. Tosses it incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They've got the screen set up. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Road.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 21 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition. but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. He wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
Thanks, Holly. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A little screen to the running back. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They go play action with Joseph. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Joseph. Fires quickly. At midfield, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Number 7, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll run the screen. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here's a give to Peoples. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Turns it on at midfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Hansen. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Back open in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. In the red area, it's Wallace. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. quarterback empties his backfield. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. And it's a sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Give to the single back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Shows how it is.
Second down coming up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Joseph. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Got it outside. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
What a phenomenal individual effort, too. Getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Badgers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Peoples again. Finding some room. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Penn State. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it down the field.
Oh,
They're
shit.
able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Throwing Joseph. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Offense with jumbo personnel. Handoff for Peoples. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Might be calling a hot route. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Run in the red zone, it's Wallace. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ncaa!
Chewing that shit, bitch.
He got it, beat down in bounds. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail me coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a...
Hauls in the deep ball. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Joseph. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Joseph. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Throwing Joseph. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Again, it's Joseph. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This play, the cake will be baked. Here's a gift to Peoples. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Get the fuck out of here.
He is in. Takes the fumble to the house.
How the fuck did that happen?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf.
And this dickhead runs the wrong fucking way. Man, get the fuck
Scoop it
out
up.
of here.
They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
The extra point here is good, but that just gives us a little window dressing as the score draws closer and the game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.